all right, I'll swing by for a minute, grab a handful of popcorn shrimp, and blow out of there. But what if it's a cruel prank? What if it's a cash bar? How dare they? All right, I'll go, but I'll be fashionably late. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, do. Definitely not. I've made my decision. I'm going, and that's that. Oh, had my fingers crossed.
Oh my God, I had no idea that was about to happen.
There is my Grinch for you.
I didn't know you knew the whole monologue.
I even fucked it up. Because at the beginning it goes, all right, I'll swing by for a minute, allow them to envy me.
Oh.
Grab it. And I fucked that part up, and I almost restarted, and I was like, nope, Raina, you're in. And then
You were already in it.
It
was 10 out of 10. You did I mean, well, 8 out of 10 because you did fuck it up.
And you're missing me standing up in full Grinch stature.
Full Grinch. Yeah. Oh, because you poke your belly out.
Well, usually it goes really well when I was pregnant. I was.
Yes.
I mean, I was really
That was a 10 out of 10.
It was 10 out of 10,
yeah.
and I could just pull out the Grinch anytime I wanted. Now Perfect. I just need more of a pillow in here, but it's fine.
You could have another baby.
It just and you could fuck off.
We played a game the other night with your sisters called Fuck Off.
Oh my God, that was so... No. It was Go Fuck Yourself.
Oh, Go Fuck instead of Go Fish.
Yeah, our friend Amanda shaves her grandma's cat gave it to me for my birthday last year, I think. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was that. And it basically is Go Fish, but it has the most insane, like, do you have a raging boner? And then the person's like, go fuck yourself. But then you say, go fuck yourself when you don't have something. But one of them was like, what was the other one? Like, there were some really funny ones. Like
something about dead grandparents.
Yeah, there was a dead grandparents. There wasn't there like an STD one or, anyways, it was really funny. We had a good time.
Yeah, we did have a good time. That was a good night. We got Taco Bell. I believe you got Taco Bell twice.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would you call me out like that? Maybe I
kind of
did.
Impressive.
I mean, yeah, but because we ordered it and my sisters had a late lunch. And so then they wanted it later. And then what was I going to do? Say no to more Taco Bell?
No.
I mean, I had a schmedible and was feeling very happy. So.
Oh, I didn't know about that part. I didn't see that part.
Maybe I didn't yet.
I don't know. There was one point where you could tell we were the older people there because you and I were out in the pantry and your sister's like, what are you two getting into? Get over here, share with us. And I'm like, we're looking for Tums.
We literally both had such bad like acid reflux. We were like, oh God, it's not good. Not good. Yeah, it means we're old as fuck. But you also came over to my parents' house with your dad and hung out, and that was fun.
It was a fun Thanksgiving weekend.
Full of shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
All the best kind of shenanigans.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a good time. Well, we hope you all had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, ate all the good things.
And now it's time for Christmas, if you didn't tell by the beautiful monologue that started the show.
By the Grinchmas. Mm-hmm. Merry Chrysler. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Well, speaking of, I feel like we just need, a Christmas joke.
A Christmas joke.
Or two.
It's going to be dirty. I can feel it.
How do you know? Do you even know me? Cleanest mouth ever. All right. I feel like we've done this one. I think I was high when I did this. Just kidding. I got it earlier today. But here we go. What's the difference between snowmen and snow women?
Snow boobies?
Snowballs.
I mean, yeah.
And then this one's not dirty, but I thought it was funny.
Okay.
What do you call an elf wearing earmuffs?
What?
Whatever the hell you want. He can't hear you. Just made me giggle.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's good. Speaking of the Grinch, apparently McDonald's has a Grinch meal right now with socks.
Socks and pickle fries.
Pickles. I freaking love a pickle.
I would just love to go and just get like the pickle fries. The socks sound cool, whatever, in a box.
But not for the $12 that they're charging.
Yeah, but also,
and I bet they won't sell the pickle seasoning.
No, they absolutely wouldn't.
No.
They make you buy the whole thing.
Get the whole thing.
But then I'm worried it's going to be sold out. But I might have to go tomorrow and do it.
And the FOMO hits in.
I know. But I kind of want to, because I just want to try the pickle fries. I have to.
Right. You try them and let me know how it goes. Or bring me some at work.
I might. Actually, I got a job because if I get some, I'd drop them off at school with my other two kids.
And I'm right across the street.
You are.
It works out perfect. There's even a whole little spot where you can put it.
What? Put your box in a box?
Put your dick in a box?
What?
No. What?
Huh?
No, the students order DoorDash all the time, and they have like a little bookshelf in the lobby for DoorDash.
That is insane.
Yeah.
What world do we live in nowadays?
I don't
also,
know.
I swear to God, when I was in high school, I'd give my left tit to be able to order DoorDash.
Oh, but the left one tells when the storms are coming.
You're right. I can't fuck with that one. That's
no,
when the
not that
neighbors
one. Give
come.
the right one.
You're right. The right one. It's got a lot more to give. Yeah, that would be. I mean, that's insane.
Right?
Like just be able to DoorDash things. We would leave illegally and go get like lunch.
Oh, we would just leave. We didn't have that rule.
Yeah, we definitely
would leave.
had that.
I remember
We'd have to sneak out.
my friend Melissa and then Andy. The three of us. Andy had his driver's license, so
Obviously, yeah.
And we would go to Quiznos.
Oh, see,
We would
Quiznos.
we would leave.
We would always
or
do Wendy's.
Yeah.
Wendy's was our like.
It was right
main.
down the road.
Quiznos was one that we did. Also, Blippi's
We didn't have Blippi's.
is the best.
Do they still have Blippi's?
They have one out in like Snoqualmie area.
Oh.
Ish. Yeah. Anyways.
Anywho's.
All right.
Hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we go into all things wild, weird, and unknown. We're your host, Meg.
And I'm Raina. Ready to brew up some lunatic soup?
Let's go.
Haven't even drank anything yet.
No.
Actually, I lied. I had 2 pods before this because I was making a video.
Lying
And it was
sack
delicious.
Of crap.
It was. I had a Cosmopolitan ones, and they were really good.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's like, but
Where's mine?
Well, I ate all of them.
Oh.
Because I only made 2,
That'll do it.
and then I just ate them.
I would love a good Cosmo.
Yeah,
Next
I'll make
time.
you some.
Next time. I know where you live.
Do you?
I do.
That is so
I
weird.
know.
All right. What are we drinking today?
We are drinking. I was reading how to pronounce this, and we've been pronouncing it wrong the whole time.
Oh, God.
It's Teton, but over here it says Teton.
Oh shit.
So it's Teton Cider Works.
Well, and this is the spice.
We've already had
pecan.
this, but we
had
really wanted it
This is the one that we had like 2 weeks ago, and Mr. Boo Boo had bought it for us, and you had said you avoided it like the plague because you were
Yeah.
like, it looks terrible. We had it, and we were like, it's actually
Is this the
fucking
one
good.
that needed Fireball?
I don't know, but it probably would do well with
Yeah,
fire.
I didn't bring it.
Oh
I
God!
should
I
have
thought
brought
you
it.
scared me for a second. I was like, "Are you about to fireball us?"
No, but
don't
I
think
have done that
any
before.
Fireball. Well, yeah, you keep it in your purse sometimes,
Yeah.
and you surprise
Well,
me with
I
it.
don't. Let's be clear. I don't keep Fireball in my purse. I hide it in
Okay,
my
Meg.
purse when I'm coming here.
Yeah, that's what she likes to tell everyone.
Yes.
She walks around with Fireball in there,
all the time.
passes it out. Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. That's right. This is the one
It
that
is
tastes
so
like
good.
a cider, but more mellow.
Yeah, but it's so good. It's delicious.
Glass me.
Glass you.
This is just an all-around good cider.
I agree. So thanks, Mr. Boo Boo, for getting this because, again, one that we would not have purchased.
I wouldn't have. I definitely
But
avoided
it's why
it.
we have to try things,
Yes.
even if they
But-
end up
but
tasting
then-
like gym socks.
But then there's some that
that
I'm like, oh,
we
this
think
one
is gonna be
looks
so
so
good.
cool, and it wasn't even palatable.
no.
That
So you
that
just
one
don't
with
know.
the Bigfoot face.
And we
forgot
were
what
like,
it was
I don't
called.
remember. It was like an elderberry one. Is that what it was? Oh,
It was awful.
horrific.
But that brand, when we were up in not Woodby, Orcas Island,
yeah, it was
I
amazing.
had the dry one.
Yes.
and that one was good. It was the
Just-
elderberry that wasn't.
and you just don't know.
It just tasted like rancid.
Ugh.
All right, so today is a wild, weird, and unknown.
Oh yeah.
We have our Christmas episode, hopefully coming up next week.
Hopefully it is coming up next week.
It is.
Yeah.
You guys, it's weird. It's like we have scheduling issues
All the time.
all the time.
I mean, it's just busy lives.
It is.
Bro, I'm about to head out to Maui for the weekend.
I feel so
For
bad
my,
for
I
you.
know, for my sister Shannon's
Who's
40th
old as
birthday.
dirt.
She is old as balls, actually.
Love you, Shannon.
I don't love you.
She
Just
doesn't.
pretend.
I love you.
No.
Don't worry about it. I
I
got
do.
you. Boo.
I do love her, yes. But I'm heading out on Friday for 4 days in beautiful Maui, Hawaii.
Yeah, and then we just have some personal things coming up, and then we have Christmas
Yes.
coming up, and
then
there's just a lot coming up.
yeah, but so we just had the realization that we're like, oh shit! In case I die of a hangover right after I get back from my trip, we got to record our Christmas episode like yesterday. So we're working on it. It's coming though.
It's fine. She's a coming.
That's what he said.
Oh man. So our wild, weird, and unknown is I originally had it haunted toys, but I think I just put it as haunted objects.
Yeah, because I just feel like toys was too like
It was too niche.
yeah. Literally when I was scrolling this, so for those of you who have listened for a long time, so for those of you who have listened for a long time, we did one on Robert the Haunted Doll, and that was one that like kept popping up, and I was like, we've already covered him, but there was one about someone, and he was talking about how he was taunting him to lick his butthole, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, let's not.
I was like, what is wrong with people?
So many things is wrong with people.
I mean, we know that much.
So many things.
Wait, before we get into this, though,
Oh.
you told me that Kinkle McTaco Tits got a new name.
Oh, I'm
And
gonna
I
have
need
to
you to
look. I'm
tell.
gonna have to look.
For those who know who Kinkle McTaco Tits is, and then
So apparently there's this whole thing that came up about how Melania Trump wrote a book, and this was a year ago that it came out, I guess, but she wrote a book and then she posted a video about how she's for reproductive rights and went into specifically like abortion rights. And it was very confusing. And so the person that was talking about this called him, say, I mean, how do you deal with that with your husband? Okay, so she goes, how do you deal with your husband, Humpty Dumpty McAsscrack? That was a hard word to read. Humpty Dumpty McAsscrack, the leaky bag of elephant vaginas.
Leaky bag.
It was that woman that says, get your bad bitch on. I don't know if you've seen her on TikTok.
You gotta show me.
I'll have to show you. But my aunt sent it to me, but it was Humpty Dumpty McAsscrack, the leaky bag of elephant vaginas. And I cackled.
The add-on of the leaky bag of elephant vaginas,
leaky,
just really
leaky. Like just a bag of elephant vaginas is not a pleasant thing.
I can't imagine.
I can't. But
a bag of any vaginas.
Add it leaky.
Because he has the neck problem.
The neck problem.
The neck that looks like a vagine.
Oh.
Have you not noticed that?
Yeah.
I've sent that to you. I've sent you things that are...
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, let's get into it. First, I have from Reddit, from the yogurt closet. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Our little Yule lad.
Yule lad. The yogurt
gobbler. The yogurt. Nope. Sheep fancier.
Sheep fancier is our favorite, but then it was the yogurt. It was like a yogurt spoon licker or something like that.
Spoon licker. Yeah.
It was something like that.
Yeah, something like that. That's so cute.
I guess worst case, if we don't get a Christmas episode, we'll just like remaster that one instead.
I mean, that one is a good one.
That one is
a
good one.
Ruined Raina's life.
You
we should
honestly
just
did.
re-record it.
We
should just re-record it like we did with Hannah Karana.
Well, because honestly, there's so much of that episode that I don't fully remember. And obviously, that was like 2 years ago now. It was our first Christmas, right?
Yep.
So our sound is better. We're funnier.
Are we?
If I do say so myself. Just kidding. Well,
she did say so herself.
Actually, yeah, because that was still when you were not comfortable being as funny as you are now. Now I really just fucked you up.
You really did.
I know. I ruined
really
you.
did.
I'm so sorry.
I fucked up her Christmas. She just fucked up life.
That's what I'm here for, to be honest.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Same, bitch.
So here we go. I've posted this a couple of times over the years, but get downvoted every time. I'm aware of how ridiculous it sounds, but I swear to God, this is what I experienced. And keep in mind, this is coming from the perspective of an 8 to 10-year-old.
Okay.
In elementary school, this girl, we'll call her Amy, bought a pony toy from the book fair. My friends, Sadie and Alice, these aren't real names, obviously, and I always harassed her about it, asking if we could have it, but of course she always refused. Gave it a few months, and we all kind of admitted defeat and forgot about the toy. Out of nowhere, Amy gave the toy away to Sadie with no explanation. But after a few days, Sadie told Alice and I the toy was possessed.
She must have not liked Sadie.
Sadie said the toy would turn and look at her. One night, she had lined all her pony toys up on her dresser, opposite the door, facing the wall. She left her room, and as soon as she got through the doorway, she realized she forgot something, turned around, and they were all facing her. Me and Alice kind of silently agreed Sadie was lying, but played along with it and asked her questions about it. I asked if I could have it for the night and see for myself, and Sadie agreed. She brings it to school, and I bring it home. Is this like My Little Pony? Like, I had all the My Little Ponies.
I had My Little Ponies, too. It could be.
Like,
but I don't know if they sold those at the book fair. Probably like
maybe
a cheap...
not. Maybe a cheap knockoff version. Yeah. When I got home, I told my brother about it, and we joked about it being possessed when I set it on the table, and it fell over. He was the only other person in the house aware of the toy. I set up my own experiment in the bathroom. I grabbed some pony toys out of my own and set them all up on the shelf. One facing behind the door, one facing the shower, one facing the sink, and the pony facing the wall behind the shelf. I posted up watching from the toilet. You just sat there on the toilet watching your ponies.
Like a man.
I sat there maybe 5 to 15 minutes and nothing happened. I decided it was fake and decided to use the bathroom and go on my way for the night. As soon as I walked through the door, I realized I forgot to wash my hands. When I turned back around, all of them were facing me except for that one that was particularly hard to stand up. It had fallen over without making a sound, and all of this in a matter of seconds. Keep in mind, I was the only person in the bathroom. I had just used it, and even if somehow someone was in the bathroom, this all happened in a matter of seconds, they would have had to move them all at once. I cried, ran to my mom, and explained what happened. She's a superstitious woman, and she was pissed that I, quote, brought something like that in the home without telling her. She put it in a Tupperware with salt and threw it away. I went back to school and told Sadie what happened. I asked if she has any idea why it's possessed. She said shortly before Amy gave it away, they had a sleepover and they wanted to summon demons. She said they, quote, put books together and said an ancient chant they found on the internet. She didn't elaborate further what that even means and didn't remember the chant or the website that they used to find it. She believed whatever ritual they found made the toy possessed, and that was her only explanation.
Damn.
All I can think of is South Park, the Labubu.
Oh, yeah.
All those little girls like possessed, trying to
Like doing this circle, and then it like turns
Yeah.
into Donald Trump. I meant can't call me taco tits.
I meant bag of leaky vaginas. Elephant vaginas.
To be clear. Was a Humpty Dumpty crack.
Mick-ass crack.
Oh, that is hard to say.
It is.
Mick-ass crack.
And I spelled it out, but I just put it all lowercase. So I was
Uh-huh.
like, what am I right? McCass crack.
I mean, you typed it to me, and I read it, and it was funny when you typed it, but saying it out loud definitely just...
It's a bit of a tongue twister.
It hits different, though.
It does.
It really hits different.
Humpty Dumpty McAss crack.
Humpty Dumpty. Leaky bag of elephant vaginas.
Or bag of leaky elephant.
Bag. Sorry, yes.
Vaginas.
Yes. I got to get it right.
Which I
I
just
know.
get. I don't
know.
like that. It just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't. It doesn't. There's something
No.
about it that just is fucking gross. Yeah.
You shouldn't say leaky vagina.
No. That's no. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Moving on, everybody. So mine is from a blog called ghostlyactivities.com. So I just did a lot of Googling, and I didn't love all of the Reddit stories I found, because sometimes when we read them and I'm like, that's bullshit. So this was actually someone left a comment on a blog. This is from a while ago, but it is a guy who talks about haunted objects, or I assume a guy, it might be a girl, but and how to break
A person.
no, it is
will.
a guy, Jacob Rice. Haunted objects and how to break attachments. And so it's this whole thing on how this works. And this was a comment that someone left under this blog post.
Put it in Tupperware with rice.
Not so much.
Oh. Do you have to sacrifice something? Is there blood involved?
Just shut up and let me read this
shut
story.
Up. I'm just going to drink my cider and sit here.
Yeah, do what I
looking
do
pretty.
every time. Exactly. Okay, a previous tenant left a beautiful old mirror. After we moved out of the room and into the hall, we've seen spirits, or one particular spirit, in it. I am a strong empath, but had not really been... Hang on. It's
Remember,
rereading
this is
someone's words.
something someone else has written.
Okay. I'm a strong empath, but had not really seen or looked into or passed close enough to the mirror until tonight. My daughter is pregnant. She has used the mirror and began bleeding. I moved my left hand close to the mirror, and chills ran down my left side of my body.
Was it her left tit?
Probably. If it was
Okay.
me, it really would. Also, earlier in the evening, we almost had to call the ambulance because my heart started doing arrhythmia attack for much too long. A good whack on my chest restarted it. I knew something was wrong in the house. I have read to keep it covered, wash it with holy water and oil, and set it outside during the day. Then either bury it deeply on holy ground or have a practitioner burn it at least 2,300 degrees to ensure that the mirror melts, either by a priest or a pagan practitioner who knows what they are doing. I also read that if you look into these mirrors, your soul inside connects with or steals your soul. I need serious help for my daughter, her unborn child, and her husband. I have not looked directly into it. I was far away and could not see my image. Please, she has been trying so long to get pregnant. What church will allow me to bury a haunted item on hollow ground?
Jesus Christ.
I know. Oh, when I read it, I was like, it's different, but like, there's maybe some cray stuff going on here.
There's something going on
Do
there.
you want to know what Sir Jacob Rice has to say?
Sir
Okay.
Jacob. Terrible name.
He says, yeah. Thanks for asking. I'm going to give you a lot of info on the subject. So take your time reading it and send me an email through the contact us page if you need to. You can bury the mirror in any graveyard of the appropriate faith. It does not have to be one to the church. Have to be one on on a church grounds. Here are a few rules to know.
Oh.
Are we ready? Mm-hmm. Do not bury it in a pet cemetery.
Oh, no, that's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. These graveyards haven't received the same rigor of blessing.
And things come back to laugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is it? Frankenweenie?
Or Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, that's one. Pet Cemetery. Yeah, yeah. But isn't Frankenweenie a movie too?
I think so.
Yeah, it's similar.
Yeah.
I think it's like a cartoon. It's
yeah.
very similar
Yeah.
though. Anyways. So bury it in the appropriate graveyard. For example, the spirit of Jewish, then bury it in a Jewish cemetery. Otherwise, you will anger the spirit. The faith of the spirit can be difficult to find out, but it's important. There have been reports of people burying haunted objects with Protestant attachments in a Catholic cemetery, and the spirit came back.
Don't do that.
Wear some protective stones when you cover the mirror. The spirit may attempt to jump out and attach to you if you crack the glass. Onyx or obsidian are very good protective stones. Holy water may not work because of the spirit's faith. I do not believe that. I'm very confused by this because the spirit having faith is very... What? I know. I agree. Anyways, I'm just reading. I mean, this goes on and on. It says, wear the obsidian, do all this, blah, blah, blah. So he wanted to dispel some of the myths about having mirrors. It won't steal your soul. You'd have to have some kind of dark magic ritual to do that. Even a cursed item won't take your soul unless you allow it. You also don't have to burn it at 2,300 degrees. Any fire will do the trick. Just don't break the glass before you burn it. It could let the spirit jump out, but the onyx and obsidian will prevent it from attaching to you.
We're going to burn that sucker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not an interesting one.
That was an interesting one.
I mean, I was just like, with these, you don't know what... I mean, her fear that the mirror was causing her daughter to bleed while she's pregnant, that was...
And we a lot of things we talk about, your belief adds to it.
Of course. Mm-hmm. But what got me was the giving spirits religions was an interesting...
Because if the spirit had a religion, wouldn't it have gone off to wherever that spirit...
And also just, I know from just the paranormal world and like the... spiritual world that really is the ones that connect with this side the most.
Right, because the religious part is for us.
Yes, that's what they know is that it's at the end of the day, your religious side is what gives you your sense of peace and whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever you find to make you happy, and that's okay, but that should mean that if you're really into this, that you don't assign religions to your spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't think about that at first, but you're right.
Yeah. Anyways. That was a good one. There you go.
Though.
I mean, it's interesting. Just something different, I felt like, to kick it off.
Mm-hmm. Here's one from Old Association 6332. I've told this story before on here. My sister had a toy Garfield that she kept in her room.
Ooh.
But it liked lasagna. Lasagna. You like some lasagna?
I love a lasagna.
I love lasagna. One night when I couldn't have been more than 6 or 7 at the latest, we were all sleeping in our parents' bedroom before my dad woke up early to pick fruit from the fruit tree located in the jungle-like expanse leading off from our garden. That sounds lovely. I woke up at the same time and he took me with him. Afterwards, we went back to my sister's room to sleep because we didn't want to wake up my mom and sister. While I was trying to get back to sleep, I saw my sister's Garfield toy suddenly start moving. Now, I should explain that it was a furry toy without a mechanism to produce movement, which should not have been able to be moved by any wind or fan. Plus, it was on the top shelf and should have been well out of the way of any wind. As for a fan, the fan was on, but none of the other furry toys the same size or heavier were moving. Plus, its movements seemed much more calculated to be influenced by any fan or wind. They seemed to be deliberate, methodical, almost human-like. I got the vibe that it knew exactly what it was doing. I was petrified. I was too scared or unable to find the words to tell my father, so I just snuggled up close to him and eventually fell asleep. I didn't tell him for years afterwards. My sister still doesn't know. Although I sensed a bit of a creepy vibe from the toy the next day, which could have just been my imagination given what I'd seen it do last night. It never did anything like that in my presence again, but I know what I saw and it scared the heck out of me, and now if I dwell on it too much, I still get scared. I'm inclined to believe that it was a mischievous spirit that followed us back from our time in the garden and decided to have some fun with the toy for one night, but who knows?
That sounds right. That sounds more like a possessed, less a possessed than there was a poltergeist kind of thing.
I think you're right. It sounds more like a poltergeist thing than not a haunted object.
Because haunted objects tend to, it goes on. And it will.
And what we know about haunted objects is it's not necessarily a spirit either.
Right. It can be anything.
It can be created.
Yeah, which is even more fucked up.
We still got to haunt some shit.
I know. We do. We talked about that.
In your house.
Well, we were talking. Remember we wanted to haunt Richard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The
So
penis.
for those of you who are newer here, we went to a podcast show. It was this time last year.
Yeah. Wow. That was a year ago.
Yeah. And it was Dana Newkirk and what's her husband's name?
Correct. Greg.
Thank you. I was like, that's her last name
wait,
is Newkirk.
Nope.
Anyways, and they literally had like basically marionette dolls of themselves. And at every show, they would have people put intentions into them to basically like bring them to life, like tell them that they're real at all of their shows. And they have like video evidence of them starting to move on their own. They also had people do it during like COVID with ramen noodles.
And the ramen
people
noodles
literally
started moving.
They could haunt their own ramen noodles, like and this goes back to so many things that you put energy into something and you can give it life. You bring anything, you put so much thought and whatever, blah blah blah, crazy. So it makes sense.
It goes back into the belief. You believe something enough, you create
Thoughts
it.
create things in every way. Good, bad, ugly, phenomenal, whatever.
So Richard is our dick in the box.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Sorry, squirrel. I just was so in depth in telling the story. Yeah, he's our dick in the box that I made Meg. Because again,
why not?
Older episode was witches kept
Dicks in boxes.
Dicks in boxes and fed them oats and corn. Yeah, so I obviously had to make Meg a dick in the box, and we agreed that we were going to possess Richard. Not possess, haunt.
Yeah, but then what do we do when we haunt it? Like, I
mean, I don't know. That's why I think we never did it, because I think we're both a little afraid.
Because then, is he haunted forever?
Yeah, then we gotta.
Is he just gonna move all the time?
Burn him, not in a pet cemetery though. Flop him around in there.
Wouldn't that be terrifying if it came to life for real?
And he just
and
flops
of all
around.
Things, it's Richard.
I walk downstairs at night in one of my 2 a.m. like chaos. I hear noise downstairs, and it's Richard flopping around on the floor.
The cats are terrified at this
I'm
point.
terrified. Jandis is freaking
you
out.
Go and have to get your husband and say there's
a
penis out on the floor.
And then he goes running down in his birthday suit,
and
where
then
there's another one flopping around.
Oh boy!
Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry.
You're welcome for that image.
I mean, I'm not. I'm also not sorry, because also it's funny as fuck. That goes back to Molegate.
Yeah, Molegate.
There was Molegate over the summer.
Mole situation.
A real mole.
Yeah, just naked mole rats everywhere.
Yeah, just really. I mean, honestly, my house is crazy, you guys. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, with living dead and real life penises. So
undead.
You know. Undead.
Yeah.
Yeah, undead. Anyways, you guys. All right, let me get to my story, apparently. Shut up, Raina. Speaking of, Richard is down there somewhere. Well, that's the other Richard. There's Richard. It's Richard. Oh.
You got him?
I got him. Let's see. Make sure he's still in here. He didn't
escape.
Dick in a box. Oh, he didn't escape. He's still living his best life.
Still there. I mean, he's tethered to the box.
He could break free of his restraints.
That would
Look at how big he is. He's very strong.
Really terrifying.
He's a biggie. That's a
He's average.
Okay. Okay, Doug.
Cut that.
You said it.
I did, unfortunately.
All right. We ready?
Yeah.
So, this one is, I don't really know who it's by. Okay, check 4971.
Okay. Check.
So
4971.
I have two haunted vessels. One is a haunted teddy bear, and the other is a porcelain doll. The teddy bear is a vessel for an 80-year-old woman who died of natural causes, and the porcelain doll is a 20-year-old girl that is allegedly murdered in a robbery on her family farm.
How do you know this?
Just
I'm sorry. Listen, shut up, Meg.
Also, just let me remind you that we had Amanda Paulson on the show, and she has haunted objects, and she will connect. And they are like, sometimes they are like, they're just connected to.
That's true.
They don't, like you said, it could be a made up thing. It could be a random, or it could be someone who has passed away and they are just attached to an object. So
like Annabelle.
Apparently, supposedly,
allegedly.
Anyways, So the bear was from a shop called Paranormal Family, run by a paranormal investigation group. And she was there from their personal collection. I took a big chance on the porcelain doll, as a seller was a teenage medium who collected haunted items from a very young age.
Ooh.
So it was very possible I could have ended up with your run-of-the-mill unhaunted doll. The shop is called Leonora's haunted dolls or haunted spirits. I put dolls in there. Who knows? The thing to note is I felt such strong energy from both Tabitha, I call her Gam Gam, the bear, and Lisa, the doll. With Gam Gam, I felt safe, grandmotherly energy, and she made me smile. With Lisa, I had full body tingles, electricity, and excitement. I impulsively bid on her based on this feeling. Thankfully, both contain spirits that are so absolutely sweet, they'd rot your teeth.
Oh, I like that, actually.
That's interesting.
What was it called? Leonora's?
Hang on. Where is it? I'll get there. Lenora. So Lenora's, sorry. Lenoras Haunted Spirits. Lenora's Haunted Spirits. This is from 2 years ago. So.
Permanently closed, but it was in Oregon.
And then the other one was...
Oh, that looks like a place we would have loved.
Why can't I see...
Lenora's Ghost. Dude, this is something I'm going to have to look up.
Okay. Anyways, well, all right.
Yeah.
The big thing to know... Oh, wait, I already said this.
I messed her up.
Oh, they were so sweet they'd rot your teeth. That's where we left off. As for the why, I'm a novice witch and pagan, been practicing for almost 4 years now. I've always been a touch sensitive to the spirit world, but am by no means a pro. I do work with Hecate, the goddess of crossroads. One requirement and lesson she seems to have for me is to embrace the dark unknown death rather than fear it. My Christian upbringing taught me that spirits were all demons and dead couldn't walk the earth. So when I saw the ghosts and shadow figures as a child and I heard disembodied voices, I always feared I must have sinned in some awful way to deserve demons to follow me. That's so sad.
That's sad.
God. On my spiritual journey, I am unraveling my religious trauma and trying my best not to fear the unknown, though I have a long way to go. I collect bones and honor animals they came from. I clean up and visit graves that don't have living visitors. I've helped a few stray souls who've stumbled into my home move along. The next logical step in my mind was to have a family of spirits of my own.
Oh.
And my house is old, but this is definitely was ghost-free prior to Gam Gam and Lisa. Gam, I love it. What movie is Gam Gam from? There's something that is
but
Gam.
I can't think of
Gam Gam. It's like
Is it?
I feel like it's an older movie.
But is it?
Oh no, it's the
Andy-
Lorax.
Oh, is it?
I think it's
okay.
Gam Gam is the Lorax. I think.
I was
Is
gonna
it?
say, is it Adam Sandler?
Could
he
be.
does he have a Gam Gam?
In the golfing one.
That one and the newer one, the Hubie Halloween. No, that was his mom. So it would be the Gilmore.
I do think Lorax is where I'm thinking of as Gam.
Okay,
I think
yeah,
it's Gam
that's
Gam.
Gam Gam.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look at it after this. But anyways, don't mess me up again.
Oh, sorry.
God. Just kidding. All right. So Gam Gam and Lisa have made the house more lively and less lonely. I see Gam Gam's apparition relaxing on the chair, and sometimes I promised her I will turn on the Great British Cooking Show because
That's
baking
right,
was
Gam
her
Gam.
shit when she was alive. I've seen her bear's face shift in an expression that I often find in different positions from how I left it. Her bear's temperature drops significantly to the touch when I nap or when I talk to her. I have heard a gentle hi as a disembodied voice. When I use the spirit box, she likes to say yep a lot, which I think is too cute. Lisa plays with my cats, follows me to and from the house, and occasionally plays with my hair. I did a spirit box session with her and asking her about the farm she used to live on and animals they had. And I heard dogs barking and horses' hooves and moo cow come through. So I know that was pretty neat. I've learned that her last name was Judd and that she repeated my name over and over to the spirit box multiple times throughout the same conversation. I'm currently investigating her history and hoping to find a newspaper article or something about this murder, but have my work cut out for me. I feel like Lisa has been dead for a while, maybe the 1800s.
Aw.
I feel like I've been bitten by the bug, LOL. I find myself habitually scanning the web for other souls to join my family and putting feelers out to the reseller shops for anything that feels like a nice, positive soul. Not too long from now, there'll probably be more ghosts in the house than people. Right now, we're dead even. Pun intended.
I love this person.
Isn't that fun? I thought that was such a
just
cute
gave me
story.
all
I know.
the more
Well, because I feel
fuzzies.
like some of them, like my first one was real fucked up, and then I saw
Yeah.
this. I was like, this is what you and
I love that. That's what I would love. I would love to be like a bed and breakfast for the spirit.
And I think
you
it
know?
is once you start having a common soul that you know is there, or like a ghosty, like Pickle Rick for us was someone who I knew was around. You just got comfortable with the idea, and as long as they're not being weird,
Right.
you're okay.
You're
like
okay.
you're okay, and that's
Yeah.
I relate to
I
it.
love that one.
A Gam Gam. I want a Gam Gam.
I love
It's
that.
there is another movie Gam Gam is in though. It's gonna drive me fucking nuts.
Yeah. All right, this one is from Abandoned Explorer. It's called Violet the Doll, the Haunted Doll. I got a doll at a yard sale. It caught my eye as I was driving past it. It was in a chair with a piece of paper taped to its chest that said, "Haunted, take it, it's free." I found it funny that it had a tag like that, and I asked the owner why she thought it was haunted. She told me that she brought it at a thrift store after her daughter was begging for it. As they were driving back home, her daughter gave it a name of Violet. The next day, she hears another girl's voice arguing with her daughter in the living room. She went to check and saw her daughter sitting on the couch watching TV with Violet beside her. She asked her who she was talking to, and she said Violet. A week later, while her daughter was at a friend's house, she begins hearing girls' voices coming from her daughter's room. She goes to check and sees Violet sitting in the middle of the room. She grabs Violet, puts her on the bed, and walks out. As she begins walking towards the kitchen, she saw the magnetized letter on her refrigerator spell out "Hi."
Oh.
Then a music box in her living room starts to play, and the door to her daughter's room slams shut.
I don't like that.
No. She grabbed her keys and left the house in a hurry. She waited outside until her husband came home. When they opened the door, they see Violet in the living room, sitting on the coffee table in front of one of her daughter's coloring books. As her husband takes one step inside, the pages of the book flip frantically by itself until it flies across the room.
No.
After that, her husband grabbed Violet and threw her in the shed, where it stayed until the morning of their yard sale. She looked at me in the eyes and said, "Take it. We don't want it in our lives anymore." I was sold. I was skeptical, but I loved the story, plus it was free. I took it home and placed it right beside my bed on the nightstand. Almost a month went by without experiencing anything until one night I felt someone sit on the foot of my bed. I turned the lights on but didn't see anything. I live alone with no pets, so I was startled. A couple days later, I was in the kitchen making a sandwich when I hear a disembodied girl's voice whisper, "Hey," right above my shoulder. I ran towards the corner of the living room, grabbed my chest because it felt like my heart was going to explode. Later that night, I was laying on the couch, and I hear giggling coming from the bedroom. I get up, walk inside, and see Violet sitting on my bed. It creeped me out. I always keep her on the nightstand, and there she was on my bed.
See, that's if someone's going after and finding it and then getting that's when it's like almost you who's someone who, like, I know haunted dolls are not your thing
I know,
either.
haunted objects are not really
But
I'm
it's
not
like-
going to bring one knowingly into my home.
Right, but it's like people being like going out, seeking it out, finding it, then having it scare them. That's a good one. Yeah.
At this point, I started to believe the woman's story, so I bought an EMF detector. I have seen them being used on ghost shows before, so I thought I'd give it a try. I put it near Violet and got constant high readings from her. I was intrigued, so I bought a spirit box in an attempt to try and communicate with her. After 2 weeks of nothing but static from the spirit box, I finally got a high, followed by "get the thing." I was excited, so I went back to the previous owner. I told her about my experiences and investigation with Violet. I asked if there's anything that the doll might have been attached to. She told me that maybe it was the music box that went off. I asked her if she still had it, and she gave it to me. After about a week of on and off spirit box sessions, I finally got a girl's laugh coming through the box, followed by something that sent a chill down my spine, a man's voice that said "devil." Immediately, I thought of the theory of demons disguising themselves as little girls in order to get you to a vulnerable state. I didn't want to take a chance, so I grabbed the doll and threw it outside into my backyard. It landed face first. The next morning, I decided to take the doll and put it into a storage unit. I opened the back door and see it sitting down a few feet closer from where it landed, staring right back at me. I grabbed it and put it in storage. Now it's been about 2 weeks and the activity has stopped, but I haven't been able to stop thinking about Violet. I have an urge to open the storage room, close the door behind me, and do another spirit box session. My gut tells me not to do it because I may be messing with something evil and I don't want to risk having an attachment. So for now, I'll go with my gut feeling and leave it there.
That is the right call. Gonna go. That's the right call.
Oh, man.
Don't fuck with that.
Oh, man.
That's
a creepy one.
That's a good one.
That's a good
like
one.
that one. But also, yeah, I mean, that's I think it's what you and I both agree on. Like, I'm not bringing that shit into my house. And that's also why we've never, I think, gone through with the, like, trying to possess it, because it is you're opening a door. I feel
you
like.
don't know what you're inviting in. Now, if a spirit just happens to come in.
Right. And I even get that way using that ghost tube app when I talk to things. It, like, I'll do it sometimes, but then I'll be like, then it freaks me out a little bit because I am like, what am I inviting in? Do I know, am I inviting something? Am I not? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I got one more. Let me bring it up. All right. So this is a year ago from someone named Melodic Leg.
Okay.
So I have tons of antiques and never had a problem, except my brother and sister-in-law did. And I had an experience once with a used non-antique book on the occult when I was young and just married. In terms of the book, I bought it at an estate sale, and the very night I brought it back to our apartment, two strange things happened. First, my husband felt something was holding him down and he couldn't breathe while he was sleeping. Well, that's sleep paralysis, but also, which had never happened before, which also I feel like could be caused by something new in the house. Stop talking in between, Raina. You lose your spot. Then I was lying on the couch and I heard what sounded like someone running up and down the steps loudly. And then it got to the bottom of the air conditioner in the window there at the hang on, let me re-say that. I heard what sounded like someone running down the steps loudly. Then when it got to the bottom, the air conditioner in the window there right at the bottom turned on, which had a manual, right, and commas too are very important, which had a manual dial so it didn't come on its own. When I turned it off, there's a lot of, and it wasn't even plugged.
You turned it off,
and it wasn't even plugged in. But this person is a struggle bus right now. Scared the crap out of me, like the first time they turned Chucky doll over with no batteries. Ugh. Okay. I immediately thought, what did I do different? And remembered the book that I had just got. So right then in the middle of the night, I walked across the apartment complex with the book and chucked it in the dumpster. Fair. Nothing has ever happened again. A situation with my brother and sister-in-law was way worse, in my opinion. They actually had two separate things going on. They lived with it for years because they didn't think they could afford to move. When they bought their home, which is a beautiful house, it wasn't very old yet, and at least 5 families had lived there, moving in and out once every 1 to 2 years.
Oh, my God.
The woman who lived in the home when they bought it showed them around, saying odd things like, no one ever goes in this room. Above the garage, there was a room set up for a child, but they had no children or grandchildren. And the woman just smiled when I asked if she had children and said no and didn't explain any further, acting very mysterious. We found no record of anyone dying in the home, although it's possible. And when people moved out, they didn't leave any objects behind in the rooms. Yet strange things happened from the start. One of the kids had their bedroom in the room above the garage, and he ended up really messed up. I don't know if he ever had anything happen specifically or remembers. He was at a young age at the time, but possibly. But there were several incidents where a tall, dark, shadowy figure could be seen if you looked up the steps, crossing the hall between the bedroom and heading back to the room above the garage. They would have someone knock a few times on their bedroom door downstairs while sleeping, and then no one would be there. Then the mother-in-law brought an antique Victorian vanity for their daughter, which she had had for several years. And once that came into the house, they started seeing what looked to be a very young child.
Oh, man.
One time, for example, 2 people even witnessed an incident at the same time. That was when my sister-in-law was in the kitchen, which looks through to the great room where the steps come down. Her dad was at the end of the couch in the great room facing near the steps, and they were talking. All of a sudden, what looked like a child's head popped up from behind the couch next to him, and he jumped because he caught it out of the corner of his eye, and my sister-in-law saw it at the same time, which we know that is when Tex and I saw something at the same time, that's very validating and also even fucking scarier because you're like, God damn it, then your brain trying to protect yourself. You're like, no, someone else saw it. Anyways, he said, did you see that? She told him yes. And she thought it may have been one of her own kids, but no one was there. She could see the top of its hair, but not the face. It looked like it could be crouching down behind the end of the couch. Oh. Super creepy. It would have been sleeping, or I would have been sleeping out in the yard a long time ago.
Yeah.
And that furniture would have been gone. And I would have probably found a way to move. When they finally got rid of the vanity, seeing a little child stopped, as well as the door to the room above the garage always being locked, and apparently they don't see anything anymore that they are aware of. So maybe one left too, or they just aren't noticing it anymore.
That was a tough one to get through.
The words are still like that. Try and reread that one.
Yeah.
She needs to learn commas.
Wow.
I mean, I feel like one, it obviously, like we know, even though it's not an old house, anything can be come into a place and decide it wants to stay. Can follow someone. It can be.
I'm not going to lie. I have a hard time thrifting.
Oh, I never.
Like, I have a really hard time.
I have so many times that I've wanted to go and get like an old mirror or something for like to paint, or even like a picture and like paint.
And you just don't know the history of it and the intentions put into it and the energy that it's absorbed. Like,
because especially art, someone doing art, when you're painting, you do put intention into it. It's kind of like cooking or like a spell, or it's all the same thing, or prayer, or like you're focusing on something so hard and you're putting intention into it. And if you're painting and you're not having great intent, like things go on in your life while you're painting, but you're an artist, and like, you know, the troubled artist. Yeah. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit.
I had a friend picked up, I love nutcrackers, right? Yeah, make the joke. Okay.
I'm not.
So I had a collection of nutcrackers growing up, and a friend found an old nutcracker at a yard sale and got it for me. Very sweet. That thing was fucking haunted. You could feel it, like it didn't like do anything, but you could feel it. It gave you the willies. Right?
When it gives you those heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. So my brother and I decided to start pranking each other with it. We were very young, and we would hide it in different places, and it would end up in my room, or it would end up, you know, in his sink, or, you know, things like that. Yeah.
And then now, do you like nutcrackers?
I still love nutcrackers, but that thing went in the trash. Like, eventually I couldn't handle it anymore, and I mean, threw it away.
But especially if you felt all the yucky vibes.
And back then, I didn't know what that meant. I just knew this thing made me not feel good.
And that's, you know, if you ever have an object that you get from somewhere, just
watch me like go to my dad's attic and find that motherfucker one day. Like, and I'm going to bring it back and I'm going to put it in your house.
Please don't say that. Also, fuck you, don't you dare. And that I would die. If you found that, I would die.
Right? You're just going to find a random nutcracker
No, you can't put it in my house. That's your fucking shit. I have nothing to do with that. Hell no. No, not for me. But yeah.
But that's the only, my mother-in-law deals with haunted objects sometimes. She has a painting right now that she puts up, and she puts it up in the bathroom, and it always ends up face up on the counter. It doesn't fall face down. It always ends up face up on the counter with nothing broken.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And she just found it the same way the other day.
I don't like that.
She never hears it fall. She never. And the upstairs of their house it's not huge.
Yeah.
If you were in one of the rooms up there and something fell, you would hear it.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
But she fucks around with that stuff.
She does. She does.
Intentionally, I'll get, do you feel anything off of this one? And I'll say, yeah, don't get it.
I've been with you
and
before
then
where she'll text you and be like, any energy readings on this? And it's like, both of us are like, no,
stay
don't.
away from that.
And she's like, perfect.
Perfect.
Sign me up.
See, I'm very like, I want to go into a haunted house.
Yeah.
Like, I want to commune with the spirits.
You don't want to bring it home.
I don't want that shit coming with me. I don't want an object. There's something about an object.
Well, it's also like the unknown of it, where it's like, if you're bringing it into your house, like, who, what, where, why, what's the attachment?
And how many attachments are there?
But it's something like, I can't thrift. I don't thrift. I don't like thrifting anyways, just who I am as a person. But like the whole, especially objects like that, I lied. I thrifted glasses for my cocktail book, like when I was making it.
Yeah.
I cleansed the shit
I have
out of
one
those.
mirror that somebody gave me, and I felt pretty good when I went and looked at it, but I still cleansed the shit out of it for over the course of a week.
Yeah.
Before I even brought it in my home. I kept it outside.
Yeah. And mine was like, I literally got one at an antique store, like a teacup and thing, and then I got a bunch of really beautiful like whiskey kind of glasses. That all of it though, when I brought it home, I was like just doing a little cleanse on it because
you should use some of my uranium glasses for your cocktail book.
Well, I can't drink them.
You can drink out of it. There's no radiation. I used a Geiger counter. My mother-in-law had one. She brought one over.
I'm still a little scared.
I'll drink out of it.
Okay. Well, let me steal some for
There's
some
no
Christmas.
radiation coming
what do you
off
mean?
of it.
Like the bright green. Let's make a Christmas cocktail in it.
Let's make a Christmas. The Grinch. No,
Honestly.
I've used a Geiger counter on them. There's no radiation on them.
I don't know if I trust
They
you.
still glow.
I don't know if I
Oh
trust
man,
you.
they light up like a Christmas tree.
Light up like a Christmas
It
tree.
makes me so freaking happy.
I saw him sitting up above your thing the other day when I was over. Yeah.
When I found, because I had them for like a year
Uh-huh.
before I was like, I wonder, because these are from like Doug's grandparents or great grandparents. It
Yeah.
was like a wedding gift, and I'm like, huh. So I asked one of my daughters for one of their little nail things.
Uh-huh.
They glowed.
I remember you finding out about it. I was like, Jesus Christ, Megan. Full.
And Doug's like, he's like, should we not have that in my house? And my father-in-law's like, well, I grew up with them and I'm fine.
And you're like, get him out. Just kidding.
No, I love it. I have a fascination with uranium. Our friend Kelly was drinking out of a uranium glass the other day. She goes, I couldn't find my cocktail glass, so this will have to do. I'm like, is that uranium? She goes, yup.
Good for Kelly. Proud of her for that. I don't know that you could get me to do it. You just don't know.
I mean,
not like there's anything else in life I don't consume that probably will give you cancer. So.
But there's no radiation. I've Geigered them.
I don't know.
Is that-
That's a you
know
thing. I have no idea.
Click, 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 click.
I mean,
click,
I know
click,
that,
click,
but
click,
also
click,
I don't know how that works. I don't.
And I tested it on the microwave. There's more radiation in the microwave than there was.
Oh,
in
I
these
believe
glasses.
that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is like, you know.
I mean, but
everything
they're
else, but
pretty.
They're
They're very beautiful.
very green.
Very green.
You like green,
I love green. Put them under a UV light.
and then
Whew.
light up like a Christmas tree.
It's beautiful.
Beautimous.
Oh, we should make some cocktails with them. That'd
I'm
be
down.
fun.
I mean, that'd be fun. I mean, it would probably piss people off on the interwebs, which is always great for engagement.
Oh, whatever.
So, no, I know.
If I hadn't had tested them for radiation, I would say no.
well, duh.
But I've tested them for
Yeah,
radiation.
but people don't need to know that.
no.
We can just fuck with people. That's my favorite. Just
It
piss
is.
people off on the
It's
interwebs.
so
My,
easy.
look, one of my favorite things to do right now is when I make a cocktail, I will say I'm using fresh lime juice and use lime juice out of a bottle. That sends people like
That's funny.
no, like they have to say something, and I'm like, I'm aware that it's not fresh lime juice, but also like, go ahead, go off,
Say it.
say
Say
it.
it.
Like you're calling that fresh lime juice? Like I did it.
You did
What
it.
now?
What now? Guess what?
Thanks
You're
for the
not going to know the
engagement.
difference in the freaking drink. You're still going to drink it.
No, you are, but it just because I say fresh lime juice, I go and some fresh lime juice, and I do it right out of the bottle, and so it just like triggers them. It just gets them going.
People are. This is a positive thing. Somebody posted about how no children should be listening at this point forward.
Shouldn't be anyways.
Right. About how they hate Elf on the Shelf and they're not going to do it. And so I
God,
commented.
if someone who is listening who still has Elf on the Shelf, that's a
well,
real
no,
problem.
if there's little kids listening, there shouldn't be, but you never know.
Okay.
So I posted what I told my children. I said, I told my children that we were German and we don't believe in holding elves hostage. The amount of likes and comments that stupid comment of mine is getting is absurd.
I could see it.
It's
though.
absurd.
Yeah.
People are dying over it.
Listen, I get like the Elf on the Shelf thing too. Is like I am a fully committed Elf on the Shelf mom, but I am also like I've always been extra with that kind of shit. So I'm like, may as well do
Might
it.
as well.
And I also am. It's something about like the excitement every morning when they get to see it and makes it worth my while. But now I have two kids who are fully aware that
So they
it's,
can help.
they do help and they love it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, now it's fun because
Now it's
they're
fun.
in on it.
Yeah.
And that's the best part. But I did see a mom the other day posting because it's like right now it's the elf is back, and so everyone's like, all the moms are like,
boys
"There's
are back in
fuck this
town."
shit." No, fucking. I thought I wanted to punch it in the face. Just kidding. Tex and I are both like, God damn it. Anyways, but she was saying her kids stopped believing in it, and she wasn't ready for them to stop, so she decided to make her elf a bit of a menace, and so she has it like inconvenience her kids in different ways. So like
love
the
it.
elf will like tie their shoes together, or like literally do shit around the house to like. She has two boys, and if I had boys, I feel like I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Just too many emotional girls in the morning is probably not the best
Probably
time
not.
to do that.
My
You know.
oldest asked for, since we don't do Elf on a Shelf, she asked for a Krampus on a Lampus. And I definitely Googled, can I get a Krampus here by the 6th, which is Saturday, is
Yeah.
Krampus not?
Well,
and I'm like,
can you? Can we make one? If not,
can we make a Krampus?
I'll
And
make
then-
a Krampus.
I mean, my kids will know it's me. I'm not under that illusion.
no, still.
Krampus on a Lampus.
I love
Just
that.
Another weird Miller tradition.
I mean, I think it is fitting
It
with your family.
fits. I freaking love
Well,
Krampus.
if
I
it-
did find a Cthulhu. I thought, like, could I bring a Cthulhu in? A Cthulhu on a
I'm not sure what that is.
Cthulhu?
No.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. I was gonna say my family probably needs a like Snoop on a stoop then.
Oh.
Right? Snoop on a stoop? Is that the one?
A mensch on a bench?
Yeah, that's not me.
I've seen that. I've seen that
No,
at Target.
Which honestly is amazing.
Yeah.
They came out with it after Elf on the Shelf. They went on fucking Shark Tank.
Oh, did they?
Oh,
I
because
didn't
someone
know
came
that.
out with Elf on the Shelf and they were like,
I mean,
The
but
fucking
Elf on a
something
Shelf has been out
mentioned-
forever. My mom had a. I didn't know that's what it was at the time.
Yeah.
But that figure.
oh yeah, has been around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but someone came out with it, went on Shark Tank, and they're like, I mean, they sold, I'm pretty sure
yeah.
they sold it for like millions. If they're not still owning it, but if not, they're doing well.
I think we could do Krampus on a Lampus.
I think Krampus on a Lampus is
Yeah.
legit, but also like, can I make a Krampus? Because like, I love a craft.
You love a craft.
I love a craft. I could make a Krampus.
Make a Krampus.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
It'll be. She's gonna go get an Elf on a Shelf, and she's gonna turn it into Krampus.
I already have an Elf on the Shelf. I have extras.
Oh.
Do you want to hear a funny story real fast? Because we have time. No, we don't. Anyways, so back, I don't know, a couple years ago, I think it was like more 2020, I lost our Elf on the Shelf.
Oh my God.
And so in a standard like mother panic, the day before December 1st, I had to run to Target to see, or any store. I was like out running around to see if I could find an Elf on the Shelf. All they had was a black elf or dark-skinned elf, if you will. Well, my sister was living in Hawaii at the time, and so we went along with the thing that the elf had been in Hawaii and got very tan, and that was the reason
same
why
elf.
the same elf, but that was why it was a different color this year. Well, now she has that elf
Oh my God.
in Hawaii, and it's fitting there because
Yeah.
he's just very tan.
Yeah.
Because he's not like dark. He looks, I mean, it could be any darker skin nationality.
Yeah.
Like he's mixed Hawaiian,
Yeah, he's a Hawaiian elf on a
yeah,
shelf.
for us it was because there. And then I
Oh
found
my
our elf.
God.
Well, actually, my mom had it. We found out because she had brought it back from our trip for us. Like she had hid it in her bag, and then we had forgotten about it. And she pulled out something and found it like 4 days later. And I was like, God damn it! So now I have. Well, she has that one. I also have a girl. Somehow I have two girls that I don't know how I have two because I obviously lost one before. I
Could be
it's a
Cody Brown
problem.
and his wives.
It really could.
You could get it like the curly, like you could just take ramen noodle and put it.
Don't tempt me with a good time. I don't think we were friends when I did the whole Elf on the Shelf.
No, I remember the
Do you
wedding.
remember?
Yeah,
I did the wedding. I did a pregnancy. I photographed it all. It got literally. I went viral. It was on like all kinds of pages. I was posted on all these wedding websites
That's
for my
hilarious.
elf wedding.
Oh
and then
my God.
recently, 2 years ago, we gave it to the flight attendants on a plane we were flying to New Orleans.
Yeah.
And that one went viral too. Like
that
of
one
them-
was funny.
Oh, it's
where it
still
was on like the flight attendant's back.
yeah. TSA reposts it every year.
Oh.
To the TSA reposts it. So if you've ever seen a video of elves and it's like writing on the back of a flight attendant, that is
That's
me.
you.
And so many people repost it every year, and
I
I'll
love that
see it, and I'll
so
be like,
much.
they'll be like,
I've seen it,
Are
too.
those your kids? And I'm like, oh yeah, that.
I've also seen one of Fallon getting out of surgery from her wisdom teeth. That was before I even knew you. And then when I realized it was Fallon, I'm like, oh my God.
that video has gone very viral, and it's funny because I will
Poor
literally
Fallon.
find it somewhere, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's my sister.
That's
and,
funny.
And then people think she got arrested because people are like, there's handcuffs behind her. I'm like, no, she got her tonsils out. Basically, the video is she got popsicles stuck to her lips because her lips
Yeah,
were so chapped
and
and
she
it's so
was-
cold, and she had just gotten her tonsils out. But like, people analyze the shit out of the video and be insane.
Of course. Of
But-
course. Well, I
There you
hope
go.
you're enjoying your Elf on a Shelf season.
Yeah, if you are
or
one
Mensch
of the
on a bench,
dumbasses
or
like me
Krampus
who
on a Lampus,
does it every year, Godspeed to you. Cheers to.
It's not me. I'm German.
I'm clearly not. We know that now. All right. Well, Merry Chrysler, Happy Christmas, Happy all the things. We'll
Yes.
see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week for our Christmas episode.
Yes, and make sure you go and get yourself some lunatic soup.
And remember, in this crazy world,
It's good to be a lunatic.
Bye.
Bye.